Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for the Banner Saga 2. We are starting off today's episode with a training mission. We've got to get 4 people to attack the same person. So, honestly, we're probably just going to, let's see here. I'm going to face you off against him. We're going to put the 2 archers behind him for now. We're going to move these guys over. You go there. You technically have an extra range, so we'll just put you right there. You're going to come over here. Ideally, these guys will come up on either side of him, and then you've still got to get within melee as well. It might not be super easy, but we'll figure out how to make that happen somehow. All right, let's go with this. Oh, I guess we couldn't have changed. I don't know if we could have changed the order or not. I mean, there's really not much point in us doing much here, because the whole point is just to get these guys to attack. So honestly, I don't think we need to do anything except just get people in position. I don't like the fact that these archers are going first. That's a little annoying, but they're at least close enough to be able to do what I need them to do. Okay, you getting in this gap is critically important to make sure these guys don't close up. Actually, what you need to do is you need to get all the way back here so that he can get right there. So you're going to come all the way down here. It is going to put you in a very precarious spot. But it's really not about attacking you. Okay, this is going to be a little bit annoying. But you can still swing over here. Truth be told, I probably prefer that guy getting up there, but we'll move you up here just in case we can get you in a good spot. All right, you're going to move up. Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Okay, we're fine. You're going to move up to here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Again, the attacks don't matter here. You can't get into position without blocking him off. So we're just going to move you up in case we need you to move in. But I don't think it's going to matter. Okay, then we just need you to get in here. And in theory, we've done it. I mean, I don't think it matters how much we spend. 1, 2, 3. Hey, everybody's going to hit him. Like 6 people are going to hit him. Well, except for you. You're the only one that didn't. But that was good. Renown just for that. Oh, yeah. These missions are great. Okay. Well, let's keep doing a few more of these. Try to keep up. Let the last lesson soak in a while longer, Sven says. I'll show you more later. Okay. I guess that means that we can't just do them all at once, which it kind of makes sense. We can do another promotion, though. I mean, Hakan leveling up probably makes a good amount of sense here. Get a bunch of people at 5. Now, we could get you some shield break, but honestly, your big thing is going to be strength stuff. So I really just want to max out your strength a bit. So we can get the talent points for your strength as well. I mean, I could get the point here or here. Actually, do we even know what this one would do? I don't know what that one would do, but honestly, I think we really just need to focus on the strength. Get those talent points, I think, is more important for you. You are a big damage dealer. We got 6 points. I mean, we could level up somebody that's potentially way lower, or is this 7? This is 7, okay. All right, fine. We'll go with that. We got some good levels just from doing training, though. That's a big deal. I don't think we need to leave or anything. Although we could rest a little bit. We could rest one day. We'll get 1 hero back, and at least gets us a little bit more morale. And I think morale is going to be something we want to try and play around a bit. We'll rest one day, see if we can get a little bit better. Well, no, honestly, good morale is good. I'm happy with that because we might get events that increase our morale. So I'm going to leave. Keep changing my mind. Some of the heroes are injured and need to rest a camp. I get that, but I think we're going to buy our time here. Clansman Forge plus 13. You look at all the food freshly placed in the supply carts. What's all this about? You ask Godleaf. The clansmen are trying to help as much as possible now, she says. Whenever they can, they'll forage for nuts and berries or fish and hunt. That's going to help keep us supplied. She hands you a piece of fruit. They may not know how to fight, but they can keep us alive by keeping us fed. That's huge. Actually. Because by them keeping us fed means I can spend renown on more important things than food. A crowd begins to cheer from one of the longship as a man struggles with his fishing net. As his catch nears the surface, some voice concerns. You're close enough to make out a large shape in what looks like fur or hair in the net. Fur or hair in the net. Well, it could be a person. Bear cub shuts the man with the net. Long dead, what's it mean? Superstitions blow across the ships like a gale. Talk of plagues and famine make eyes go wide. You notice Bulwark at the bow of his ship, staring at the cub and brooding more than usual. Morale decline. Oh, that's not good. A desperate-looking lot of adults in Varl stand on the shoreline, waving you down. You probably look similar going anywhere with Ivor. They look hungry, but can they be trusted? We'll ask their needs. The basics, the Varl says. Food, safety, trade routes are empty. Of the 24 humans, half look like they've seen battle. I mean, I'm just a nice person, and maybe I'm too trusting. This might be a mistake, but we'll go with it. Everyone carefully follows onto a couple of the less burdened ships and starts eating. Clip, the Varl says, which you take as his name and as his appreciation. Morale improved. Okay. Got some more clansmen, more fighters, one Varl. Time on the cramped longships is proving too much for the children. They're climbing ropes, interrupting rowers, and constantly leaning over the sides to touch the water. Some Varl and clansmen look annoyed. We'll move the families to specific longships. That's probably a fair move. You order the longships alongside each other before revealing your plan. Some are shocked and reluctantly follow. Why would they be shocked? While others agree with your decision. The rearrangement takes more time than you expect, but the vessels are soon moving again, with children only climbing over those with children of their own. I mean, I guess maybe that's unfair. I don't know. Morale declined. Okay. Smoke from a village catches everyone's attention, and the longships begin to slow. I doubt these scraps of wood we're floating on can handle many more, Ivor says. You feel the governor's gaze on you, and he slowly shakes his hand. I mean, we'll help as many as we can. I think that's fair. When the ships land, you and a few others rush towards the smoke, but the closer you get, the stranger the situation. There's no sound of battle or people panicking to put out fires. Keep going, Bulwark growls. We'll see what the dead are carrying. The Varl's comments defies tradition, but so do many things about him. I mean, we'll investigate. A barn is the only thing burning. No one is around. Unusual, Oddleif says. Some kind of trick? I mean, let's look for supplies, I guess. The village is stripped of anything useful. Those around you are frustrated by the wasted effort. Alright, fair enough. After a slow trudge back to the others, Rugged stands aboard a ship, shaking his head. Some thieving bandits ambushed us and took off in a supply ship while you were on your do-good mission, he says. We'll be even more crowded now. Glad you're at the helm. Okay. Well, you're kind of a meanie. I mean, no matter what decision I make, it's going to be either good or bad, and I don't know what it is. Like, it's a roll of the dice, obviously, so it is what it is. And that could have turned out to be amazing. Got lots of supplies. You know, who knows? A large clump of hazelnut trees looks like a good place for clansmen to stretch their legs and gather supplies. Once on land, the children laugh while kicking around leather-wrapped balls of rags. You notice the Varl on the edge of the clearing, silently staring into the woods. He's watching a lone dredge grunt stalk a squirrel. Might be 100 of them in these woods. The Varl's whisper is still loud enough to scare the squirrel and alert the grunt. It looks at you and the Varl before slowly backing up. Let's track it. The grunt runs away. You silently follow, but stop when you discover a clearing with a few small animal bones laying about. Meager meals for one. Near the bone stands a tiny statue of a dragon. A terror courses down your spine. You want to get away from it. We'll leave the place. You think it's wise to leave the foreboding dragon statue alone and quickly make your way back to the caravan. Regardless of your experience, the clansmen seem overjoyed by the amount of nuts they collected. Smiles are on most faces. Oh, there we go. Bunch of supplies. See, I mean, any decision could be good or bad. Like, it's really hard to tell sometimes.
On a vacant island. Aselai's godstone almost looks lonely.
She's even more beautiful than the songs say. The clansmen and Varl are admiring the godstone when you notice some are missing. It's Bulwark and his ravens, Elio says. They looked rather upset by my music and all the singing. He shrugs. If they'd rather hang around that large cart instead of joining us, I won't take it personally. But come closer. Let me introduce you to Aselai, the god of streaming waters. She is the curves of every river, a guide for those of us traveling unfamiliar lands. The skald runs a finger over small etchings in the stone. Inscriptions from all those who were lost, but found a way back home with her help. Listen to more of his tale. Some say her stone shows the struggle of leaving the familiar to see what's over the next hill. Eleo looks at the ropes tied around parts of her and smiles. Before the gods died, her stone supposedly stood tall and moved a few steps each year, so people are always trying to make sure she stays put. Eleo looks at you, grinning. Have you the strength to hold her, or a gift with which to entice her? Sure, we'll pull on one of the stronger ropes. You wrap your hands around one of the larger ropes and begin to pull. It feels as pointless as expected, and Aselai's godstone does not budge. Suddenly you are joined by Hakan and Ivor, who lend their great strength. Others quickly join until the rope snaps and everyone sprawls into a laughing heap. Morale improved. Good. You return to where the clansmen have set up camp and see someone, a woman in torn robes, slip from your tent. She blends in with the other families, and after making sure nothing is amiss in your tent, you let it go. Weird. Oh, we just got some renown with Aselai? Okay, so maybe that's interesting. Again, that's cool that they're in this new game. There's new mechanics and new things to learn about, like the talent points, and then, of course, I guess something that we can get with the gods themselves. The number of clansmen and fighters are shown there. Yeah, we already know that. If your caravan is assaulted en masse in a war situation, it's the fighters who protect the clansmen while your heroes fight a tactical battle. Yeah, that all makes sense. It is important to keep enough trained fighters available, but keep in mind that fighters consume more supplies than clansmen and are less effective at foraging. Fair enough. Speak to Sven in the training tent to start training some of your clansmen to battle-ready fighters. Okay, so that's another thing we can do, apparently. The trainer looks past you at some boys and girls eager to learn. Teaching fighting to the young, Sven muses. They won't go back to hunting and foraging for food, you know. Sure you want to go through with this? Sure, we'll take the protection. Sven blows out all his air through flapping lips. Then let's get it done. How many of you want fighting for you? 200? Let's start with, let's do 100. Let's do the middle. We'll split the difference here. We've got enough food and water to last us a day and a half, Sven asks. That's what it'll take for me to break them from running at the first sign of trouble. All right, let's make it happen. I think that's fair. Okay, so it's a little bit... I mean, we already had a lot of Varl, so maybe we didn't need this many fighters. But this feels okay. Let's check our heroes for a second. Obviously, doing that doesn't actually rest anybody, does it? Or did it? I think he did rest. Yeah, so I did count. We do have 11 renown, so we could get somebody from level 3 to level 4. Like somebody like Nid here. We can't do level 4 to level 5, right? That's 9. I'm sorry. I mean, Grist would be tempting, but we're not using him right this second. So I'd kind of like to focus on the people we have in our lineup at the moment. Again, Nid would be good, except she doesn't have a promotion right now. So no, we'll go with this for now. We'll hold on to the renown. Let's go talk to you, Hakan. The two Varl look deep in conversation, but Ivor catches your eye and waves you over. So they've all armed themselves and are running from something, but what? Khan's becoming a dredge scholar, trying to understand the motivations of our enemy. It's just strange that we've never seen their women fight until recently. Good thing, too. We might have lost the Great Wars. You think about what to say. What happened back then? A great deal of killing on both sides. Imagine walking up to dredge attacks every night. Or imagine waking up to dredge attacks every night. Back then, the sun actually set. You'd wake up to a sound and see nothing but glowing eyes around you. Ingvar probably told you we never got close to pushing them back to the depths they call home. Actually, Ivor has never said much about the past. Oh? Ivor says nothing, just holds Hakon's stare. Well, he's probably got more stories than you could hear in your short lifetime. You think about what to say. Juno says there's a darkness coming. But what Valkas say and mean aren't always the same. They speak in riddles and prophecy. Still, it might explain why the dredge are everywhere. Like someone kicked an anthill. Maybe whatever's coming hit them first. Or maybe it's just a new tactic for a new war. If they've learned to crack the ground and call a giant serpent, then we're all dead and just don't know it yet. Has anyone ever talked to the dredge? Both Broyar look at each other. There are rumors that some have tried and been killed in the process. A lot of nonsense. Skull's tales about the sound of a dredge's voice making your skin fall off. So there's been no communication with the enemy. Is that normal? We were too busy killing to worry about a fireside chat. Besides, they only ever make warbling sounds. I'd guess if anyone has talked to them, it'd be the Valka. But good luck getting them to give you a straight answer. All right, I'll leave you two to figure it out. You should know the clansmen have been talking about us killing women and children, dredge or not. What? Dredge or not? It's not sitting well with everyone, which is probably the way it should be. I say if it's us or them, we make sure that we're still standing. I'm bothered more by your decision to destroy Einartoft's bridge. Let it go, Hakon. It was the best decision at the time. To collapse a bridge that cost thousands of our lives to build? If it weren't for your horns, Ingvar, I'd swear you were an overgrown human. The two giants begin trading insults and you step away, letting them vent. Okay. So we're up to good morale. I'm assuming we can't do any more of the training. Okay. Just making sure. I probably want to just check this every once in a while when we stop, just to make sure we can get that extra renown where available. Okay, I don't think there's anything else for us to do here except leave. Shouts from one of the rear longships grabs everyone's attention. The quick construction is proving faulty and the ship is taking on water fast. With dredge on the bank and all the other ships almost at capacity, you consider your options. I mean, asking shipwrights for advice makes perfect sense to me. We'll need her out of the water, says one. Nonsense, just plug the hose with some cloth and tar for now, says another. As they argue, clansmen begin jumping from the sinking vessel, grabbing for ropes and extended oars. Most make it aboard other ships, but not all. Well, that's silly. I guess we should have just docked and tried to repair it. Oh well. Oh well, just 7 people, or 8 people just died. A cool breeze across the water works its way into your cloak. You shift to block the wind, feeling something pressing into your hip. You feel around, finding an item in your pocket, but do not remember obtaining it. Astley's trail. Okay, so she was there. Or maybe somebody who represents her. The sheer cliffs and boulder-strewn waters of the southern bank dictate the longship's course. The droning sounds of the dredge accent their quicker pace as they follow your ships along the northern bank. Dust and mist make it hard to see ahead. A hissing, rambling noise grows all around. Waterfall shouts to the sharp-eyed Nid from the bow of her longship. Oars instantly reverse and you nearly lose your balance. This is not good, guys. The roar of the approaching waterfall clouds your thoughts. Though you loaded the ships with the clansmen you picked up, the archer's keen sight and warning provides some time to react. Only 2 ships fall to the power of the overwhelming currents, though the screams of the families, fighters, and Varl are difficult to move past. Yeah, I would agree. 8 Varl, 19 clansmen, 12 fighters, 10 supplies. The remaining ships' rowers pull hard, heading for the dredge-lined northern bank. In their haste, the vessels smash against sharp, split rocks as they push toward the shore. Some fighters are thrown from the boats, sinking in the mud under the weight of their armor. Great. Everything's awful. The longships are too spread out to command a unified landing, and amid the chaos, you look at those nearby. Gris, a stout Vara warrior, and a few others look ready to rush the dredge. Bulwark and his company are close to you, hauling their sealed cart off the ship. You consider your options. I don't know, cover the battlefield with some arrows. I like that. I'll do what I can, she says, grabbing a couple more quivers. Adolf nimbly climbs some rocks for a vantage point. Using the cover, she begins pinning down dredge. Okay. So she's not available. Okay, we're going to bring in, obviously, Ivor, Crummer, Mogre. We want Hakan instead of Crummer. Mogre, or Crummer can go away. Mogre will go first because he's a shield breaker. These other two guys can come behind. Rook's next. Ivan's there. And then I guess we'll bring Nid since we don't have Oddleaf. And there is Astralized Trail. +2 will, +2 strength. It's not bad. I think we're actually going to give that to you. I mean, it was in your pocket, so why not? I think the rest of this is fine. I don't know what this knockback does. So we'll go with this for now. And see how this works for us. Hopefully we didn't just send Oddleaf to her death. Oh, there she is. I'll cover you from up here, but don't expect any miracles. Oh, she actually is going to put those down. That's pretty awesome. All right, so. The most dangerous guy is this guy back here. Although this guy is pretty dangerous as well. I think we're going to leave you here to go up against this guy. I'm going to move you over maybe one tick. Actually, I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to move you over to here. You can move up. You can kind of come alongside maybe. We'll leave you. I'm actually just going to stick you there for now. On this side. Yeah, we'll just. I'm actually going to move you over here as well because more than likely these guys are going to be more likely to group up. And actually what I'll probably do is I'll move you up on this side. Put you over here. You can move up directly and we'll put the two archers back here to kind of help where possible. All right, something like that will work. All right, we want to move you up and get a good shield attack. So I think we're just going to double move here. Just get this started right away. Yeah. Big old chunk of his shield off. All right. Honestly, you can just do pure damage. We'll do that. Watch your flank. Something skulks from the shadows. Oh, hello. That's creepy and scary. What in the world? Alright, we obviously want to move you out of the way at some point. We can just move you up, though, and get a good damaging attack here. Like a really good damaging attack. And suddenly, this guy is not so scary. Okay, that thing's annoying, whatever it is. I mean, we can move up and get a decent attack on this guy. It's a pretty heavy move. We do have extra willpower. So I guess we will. I just want to ignore this guy a little bit if we can. Big old shield break on you. Are they going to attack them? Oh, it didn't look like it did. That's annoying. Would be nice if they did. We don't really have much for you to do that's going to be useful here. I may just attack this thing right here, that's creepy crawly thing. Oh, no, that's going to do damage to him. Never mind. So what we want to do then instead is probably just move up and... I guess we can move up and melee you. At least make you weaker. Are we at least going to get renowned from killing these things? Don't really have a good way to get over here. Guess we'll just move up and get... we could bird of prey. I forgot about that. Yeah, I guess we'll bird of prey you, just because it's more important to get damage on you than this guy in front of us. Although that didn't do much. Wow, there are a lot more enemies coming into this. It might make the others run. Okay. Creepy crawlies are annoying. Alright, we got to get you out of the way of the explosion. So I guess we'll move over to here. I mean, I do a shield attack here, but honestly, we're going to be able to do a pretty good chunk of... Well, no, we'll do the shield attack. We don't even have to spend any willpower right now. Yep. I hate the idea of wasting an attack a turn, so I think we're just going to end up killing this guy. Not completely ideal, but we do have a lot of other enemies at the moment, so let's get him out of the way. I'd love to attack you, my friend. I guess moving over to attack this guy would not be a bad idea. Just want to get away from these explosions and try to kill something here. Can move back here and attack both of these things, I suppose. I'm going to move back here. It might end up killing this thing, but in fact it will, but I think that's going to be okay. Does a little bit of damage to that. I just didn't want to kill this guy yet. When's the explosion going to go off? It feels like it should by now. I would like to... I guess we'll shoot you, yeah. Makes some sense. Alright, do I want you to summon something? I mean, we got to deal with this mess. You actually can do your ability now on these two. Gets this guy down to 1 health. Where did he go? Oh, he stealthed. Okay. I mean, I can move up and attack this guy. Although what I really want you to do is go towards this guy to be able to do some shield damage. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to move around here and kill this guy just because, again, I don't want to waste a turn. I'm probably going to let these guys summon. Get as much renown as we can. It's risky, don't get me wrong, but... So we do get renown from those. That's good to know. mean, I guess we're going to just try and do something here. Or I could swing around and try to kill that thing. Another stealth. I mean, at this point, we probably just need to start killing off some of these little creepy dudes. Let's get you a horn ability. Actually, we'll give you a couple here so I can move up. At least get some sort of shot on this guy. Keep forgetting this guy. Oh, this is one new guy. Okay, okay. I was like, where did that guy come from? I think we're gonna ignore him though. We're gonna move you up here. Try to get a good shot on him. So you've already summoned something. Did we just kill you now, or do we probably keep going after some of these other things? I mean, yeah, get rid of all of his shield. That way everybody else can attack him and just completely wreck him. You died. Yeah, I mean, honestly, attack here is fine. But I just want to go ahead and kill this guy straight up. Probably not. We'll let you get another turn. Alright, you should be able, I was gonna say, you should be able to just kill this guy now. Now, will it make the rest flee? Is that what that meant? Or does it just mean there's not gonna be any more getting added in? I actually don't know. So we'll find out. We'll say if they... Okay, see, I should have waited. That's okay. It was worth finding out what that guy does. We could have gotten more renown there. That's okay. Live and learn. Khan works his way through the frantic clansmen on his way to you. We lost some good Varl on those ships, humans too, but you saved more of those along the way. Maybe too many. You look at Hakan with disbelief. I'm not saying I would have done things different, but some of those ships were too weighted down. As far as we know, this group is all that's left of my kind. Each Varl death is one step closer to being wiped out. For a moment, the Varl King looks more vulnerable than you've ever seen him before. Hakan squints into the distance. Their next attack is coming, and this time they'll come in force. What do they want? They seem keen on our supplies, but that can't be it, can it? That wasn't the reason for attacking us at Borsgard. Juno and Ivan approach. There may be a way out of this situation, a gamble to be sure, but we believe it's our only chance. Gods, it's bad when a Valka option is the only option. Worse than that, I can't promise everyone will make it. Juno gives Ivan a look. Just tell me your plan. Ivan sighs. With Juno's help, I think I can get us across the chasm, but it won't be easy, for me or the caravan. I need to help Ivan and calm these people so they are ready to march when she is ready. When he is ready. You need to keep this area clear of dredge at all costs. If the sound of a war horn cuts her off and everyone turns to look, the dredge assault begins. Rook, Hakan, you know what to do. It looks like the force you trained is roughly the size of the enemies. This could go either way, but a victory here will protect most of your clansmen. Juno and Ivan move to the cliff's edge. Hakan, surveying the battlefield, says, some supply barrels could make a few barricades for defense. Otherwise, it'll be a straightforward assault. You consider what to do. Honestly, I think we just assault them without the barricades. We'll need those supplies, you say. The Varl King gives you a look that says, if we make it through this. Yeah, we'll charge. Let's go for it. You understand Hakan's reasoning, but the sound of attack... the call to attack regardless. No, I get it. It makes sense. I wonder if I could... I'm actually going to put a cut in here, I think. So, we'll come back to this. Hopefully that means it'll start here. Hopefully. I'm assuming since we can load and all that stuff, it should. but we'll find out. But anyway, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll fight this next battle and go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.